Impossible moments that happened in sports. The number one on the list is one of the greatest of all time and done by the known football legend Cristiano Ronaldo. One of the greatest goals of the Champions League quarterfinal first leg match, Ronaldo's second goal for the Spanish Giants came from an incredible bicycle kick that left Juventus goalkeeper Gianluigi Buffon helpless. Ronaldo, 33, rose almost unnaturally high before acrobatically firing the ball into the corner of the net. Wow, that's magnificent. How did he manage to do that? Kawhi Leonard's game-winning buzzer beater against the Philadelphia 76ers in the 2019 playoffs is another unbelievable event in sports history. They were deadlocked 90-90 late in Game 7 of their second-round series against the Philadelphia 76ers. There, he leaped high above Joel Embiid's extended arm to make a fadeaway jumper. Even though it appeared unlikely to enter, it managed to bounce against the rim twice before falling through the hoop to give a late win to the Toronto Raptors in the playoffs. On our number 3 spot, we see this wonderful moment by the Dutch striker Robin van Persie. You can see Van Persie positioned between center back Sergio Ramos and left back Jordi Alba as Daley Blind receives the ball on the left touchline close to midfield. He calls for the ball to be played over the top and behind toward the box. He reduced the pace of his run and executed an incredible diving leap to meet the ball and head it straight into the net. With that incredible moment behind us, let's delve into another. During the 2010-2011 Premier League season, Arsenal and Newcastle faced off. Theo Walcott began the score at the 1-minute mark of the match. Then Johan and Robin van Persie added goals to give Arsenal a 4-goal lead at the half. Subsequently, an incredible comeback stunned everyone as Joey Barton's penalty kick, Leon's goal, and another penalty by Barton gave Newcastle their first goal at the 68-minute mark. The 4-4 comeback was completed by a powerful strike from outside the box by Cheikh Tayot. The 2016 T20 World Cup final featured a match between West Indians and England. West Indies needed 19 runs in the last over to achieve their difficult 156-run mark, transitioning to yet another unbelievable chapter in sports history. The Caribbean side appeared to have a disadvantage when Ben Stokes was given the ball. But Carlos Brathwaite sealed a spectacular victory for West Indies by hitting 4 straight sixes off Stokes' bowling in an incredible exhibition of power hitting. Moments so amazing and impossible that they inspire scenes of exaltation. Our next spot on list will leave you in disbelief during a Sweden versus England game. Another unbelievable event occurred, leaving everyone in shock and bewilderment. A long ball is sent across the field by a Sweden player, and the goalie sprints out of position to head the ball out of danger. Zlatan Ibrahimovic was fortunate to receive the ball directly, as he scored a bicycle kick from 30 yards out to give his team a 4-2 lead. 30 yards, that's incredible. The goal won the 2013 Puskás Award, which was well-deserved. Shifting gears, let's revisit another jaw-dropping event. In the 2015 Rugby World Cup, Japan, a rugby squad staged one of the biggest upsets in Rugby World Cup history in 2015. Japan was a huge underdog going into the match against South Africa, the 2-time winners. But what transpired next was nothing short of extraordinary. With a last-minute try by Karna Hesketh, Japan pulled off an incredible comeback, defeating the Springboks 34-32 in a match that was marked by bravery and tenacity. Unbelievable moment for the underdog side, that was indeed a jaw-dropping moment for them. Our number 8 spot on the list. A long ball was fired across the pitch toward the Dungannon keeper during a match between the Glentoran teams and the Dungannon Swifts. He punched the ball to Rory Donnelly, who just so happened to head it from 40 yards out, as he dashed out to stop the opposition from getting to it first. The topic of Robert Lewandowski's 5 goals is not discussed enough. In 9 minutes of action in the Bundesliga League, he scored 5 goals after coming on as a substitute against Wolfsburg. He scored in 51, 52, 55, 57, and 60 minutes in a row to help his team win 5-1. This is truly amazing and remarkable. You can see that reaction from the manager Pep Guardiola. That's really a jaw-dropping moment. Number 10 spot on the list is: a dog was running over the racetrack in a motor race event where cars were moving along it. As the vehicle approaches the dog, in order to finish the race, the driver performed the impossible and flew over the dog. Is that something we should refer to as skill, or how did he do that? Moving on to our next unbelievable moment, Ronaldo's spectacular 40-yard free kick wide out of the box. In the Champions League encounter between Manchester United and Arsenal, Ronaldo was afforded the opportunity to execute a long-range free kick. Ronaldo can't worry about it because Arsenal elected to put 2 men on the wall. Then, Ronaldo outperformed everyone and scored an incredible long-range free kick. Our next spot on the list is unbelievable. Son Heung-min, a South Korean international, received the ball on the outskirts of his own box during a Premier League game between Tottenham Spurs and Burnley. He then ran and dribbled past nearly the whole Burnley team to finish past goalkeeper Nick Pope. That's unreal. The goal won the 2020 Puskas Award. Ben Stokes of England celebrates after making a catch to dismiss Andile Fei-Lukwayo of South Africa on May 30, 2019, during England and South Africa's 2019 Cricket World Cup group stage match at the Oval in London. During the opening match of the ICC Cricket World Cup 2019 between England and South Africa, the Oval venue in London was filled with excitement as Ben Stokes produced a stunning catch. Stokes timed his backward jump to perfection as he stretched out his right hand to cup the ball from thin air. Stokes turned to face the enthusiastic audience after making the catch to take in their cheers. In the Oklahoma Thunders versus Pelicans basketball game, there are a few seconds left in the game. The Thunders were tied 110-110 after Shea made a three-pointer, forcing overtime to decide the winner. But just as the Pelicans were about to win the ball, an unbelievable occurrence occurred. Devonte Graham made a three-point shot from their side of the court to the other side of the court and into the net just as the buzzer to end the game sounded. That is astounding and unreal. You can observe Shea's response. How did he accomplish that? He wondered. Our next spot on the list. Now, let's pivot to another astonishing story from the world of sports. In a Champions League match, Liverpool performed the impossible against AC Milan, who led 3-0 at the half. Liverpool's captain and talisman, Steven Gerrard, scored the team's first goal soon after the hour mark to start the impossible. The first goal was scored by Gerrard with a looping header, and 2 minutes later, Vladimir Schmeisser's exquisite strike made it 3-2. Xabi Alonso's penalty kick scored the third goal, which led to a penalty shootout where Liverpool won the game. In 2013, the Chicago Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup after scoring 2 goals in 17 seconds, defeating the Boston Bruins. With 1:16 remaining, Brian Bickle scored the game-tying goal. And with less than 59 seconds remaining, Dave Bolland scored the game-winning goal to help the Boston Bruins lose 3-2 and win the best-of-7 series in 6 games in the tournament to win the Stanley Cup. Marcus Rashford's spectacular free kick helped Manchester United defeat Chelsea 2-1 at Stamford Bridge, advancing them through the Carabao Cup quarterfinals. About 30 yards from goal, United won a free kick that appeared to be fairly harmless, Rashford advancing to attempt a twisting, curling, and dipping move that would send Caballero flying into the upper corner.